If Xbox just does this one thing, dude, they're gonna have such a leg up. Alright, what's up, y'all? Matt here again. What's going on? Your boy's back with another video talking about next generation consoles, what I think's going on with that, and kind of talking about Xbox Series X this time, and what I think they need to do in order to get a big leg up. Also, you can see I got the green screen going back here. Doesn't really work that well, but hey, Xbox is green. So it fits. It's my fucking show. We get to do the things I want to do. Let's get into it. So the PlayStation 5, guys. What is this thing? Like, seriously, what is this thing? I really don't know what to make of this. They've been open about it, yes, but they've given so little details about it and been such a tease with it that I really don't know what to make of this thing right now. They're telling us how good these games are going to look and how fast they're going to load with the SSD and stuff like that. That's cool on paper, but in practice, what does it mean? I don't know what this thing can do. The only thing we've seen in practice is a non-officially released demo of Spider-Man kind of running on the new SSD, and it loads pretty quick. Well, that's great and all, but that's not a PlayStation 5 game. That's a PS4 game. What does this do for PS5 games? That's what I want to see. Last week, Sony held their whole Road to PS5 event, which was supposed to be their GDC presentation, but of course that got canceled, so they just put it up on the PlayStation channel instead. It was an hour-long PowerPoint presentation about all of the cool numbers that are in the PlayStation 5, kind of going into a lot more detail of the architecture and some cool little features like the sound engine they got going on. That's another cool thing that they have going. I'm kind of interested in that. They got some cool little numbers up there. But in my honest opinion, I think this was a bad idea on Sony's part to hold this conference like this. Yes, I know this was meant for developers, and this was meant for them to go deep into the architecture and go into detail about how this thing's gonna run and go into terms that pretty much only they will know. But you see, here's the thing. Those weren't the people who are watching it, were they? It was the general public who was watching. They don't know what any of that stuff means. They just want to see the games. They just want to see the hardware. And they still haven't showed that yet. They didn't make it clear that's what it was. In the original announcement tweet, it said that Mark Cerny was going to do a deep dive into the PlayStation 5 architecture and, you know, kind of do the whole thing like that. But they didn't say it was going to be their GDC presentation, and they didn't say that was going to be like an hour-long PowerPoint, pretty much, with just numbers. The way I read that at first was that he was going to go into the architecture, deep into it and stuff like that, but he was also going to show the games and the hardware and what those numbers actually mean in terms of gameplay. But no, we just got an hour-long PowerPoint presentation with the king of charisma himself, Mark Cerny. That man can get a room fucking hyped up. What I think they should have done is done a proper PS5 reveal, just showed the freaking hardware in like one game. That would be fine for people, and then go into detail and have this presentation a little bit later. That's what I think they should have done. I know the reason why they're probably not doing a reveal is because they're so far ahead in the console race already that they feel like they just don't need to. But Xbox, they're actually doing pretty good right now. I'm really enjoying what they're doing with the Series X so far. They're doing the same strategy as Sony, as not really revealing too much, but showing little droplets of things here and there. But they're showing way more than Sony right now. A couple of days before the PlayStation live stream, they had a couple of YouTubers, Austin Evans and Digital Foundry, go over to their offices and do a little preview of the Xbox Series X hardware, showing the actual hardware itself. And they even showed some games, Xbox One X games that already exist, but at least they showed something. And they showed how those games are going to be enhanced by the Series X hardware. I think Gears of War 6 has some cool lighting and ray tracing going on, and even Minecraft has ray tracing in it. And you know, when Minecraft pulls up with that ray tracing, bro, it gets serious when Minecraft gets involved. You don't want to mess with that shit. And I'm probably not exaggerating when I say that. They showed the stuff. They didn't just say it. They showed it. There's a comment on one of my videos the other day that I think summarized this whole thing perfectly. Nintendo fans, where's the Direct? PlayStation fans, where's the PS5? Xbox fans, pretty positive comments. And I agree. They're getting the best out of all of that stuff over there. And this Xbox camp is looking more and more appealing by the day, honestly. And let me just address this real quick. I know I made a whole video and stuff talking about how Nintendo fans are being impatient and stuff like that. And yes, I do agree that fans should be patient with Sony. I'm saying compared to Xbox has the much better deal right now. Nintendo really has nothing to compare to. They're in their own little space over there. At least Nintendo weren't being teases about it. They at least kept quiet. The people who were mad just started believing leaks and stuff like that and got mad when those leaks didn't get real. It's not official. And people were getting mad over stuff that wasn't even promised to them. The PS5, they're being teases about it and they're frustrating their fans in that way. And that's what I don't like about this. Xbox, is in a great state right now, and they really need to take advantage of it. There's this one thing that Xbox needs to do that I think, if they do it, I think they're going to get a pretty good leg up. And that one thing is show the games. Show the fucking games, man. Show the motherfucking games, bro. Show the new, beefed up Xbox Series X games running on the Series X hardware. You need to show a ton of the new games that are coming out for the Series X, and they need to show them soon.
I mean, as soon as they can, because of all the stuff going on around it. It may take longer for that stuff to happen. However, they can do it however they are able to.
Sony, they don't have anything. They don't have hardware, controller, nothing. PlayStation ain't got games, bro. Where's Chad Warden when you need him? Chad Warden needs to come back for this generation. That would be so great if he did. Xbox at least has the hardware. They just show the games, how they actually run on Series X and not just telling us how they run. Xbox, dang, I think they're gonna get a pretty good leg up on Sony. Show the fucking gameplay, man. Show how those games play. No pre-rendered bullshit, no. Show the gameplay. They've been gobbling up all those studios recently, like Double Fine and Ninja Theory. We already know what Ninja Theory is working on with Hellblade 2. My big concern with Xbox right now, I think they've said that their whole initiative with this is to have both Series X and One X games release simultaneously for like the first 2 years. You know, they're going to be both on the Series X and Xbox One X. I know they're trying to make the Xbox ecosystem a more homogenous thing, integrating it in the Series X and the One X and Windows itself. And I'm afraid if they develop for both the One and the Series X, they are going to have to downgrade the Series X games. And I also heard that the source code for the graphics got stolen, so that might be a problem if that source code does get released. But if we're talking right now and where we're at in the console race, if Xbox just show those games, bro, they got this race tight. What they exactly need to do is they need to hold a Xbox Direct. I know there's a name for it, I forget the name, where they just show those games, how they run, how those games are going to be great on the Series X, show those exclusives, maybe show some third-party stuff too, and then show how those games are going to run better on the Series X. Just show it, man. They've already showed the hardware, now just show the games. That's all you really need. Sony is so vulnerable right now. It's not even funny. They need to make sure that they get that stuff in over Sony. I know when the PlayStation showed those games, it's going to be a big spectacle. You know, they're known for their exclusive games. But I'm talking right now. I want to see how games run on a game console. Is that too much to ask? Here, there's actually a second thing I think they need to do. And that is, don't reveal that price. Wait for Sony to reveal that price. That's the deal breaker right there. The thing that makes people have a final decision. The Xbox One, its final nail in the coffin in 2013 was that price, man. They revealed that it was going to be $500 at E3 2013. PlayStation conference happened, and then it was just clap back after clap back. And the final clap back was the price, $399. It was over. There was no going back for Xbox. They died at that very moment. They can't repeat that same mistake with this one. I think the PlayStation 5 and the Series X are actually going to be like the same price, if I'm not mistaken. From what I've been reading, the PlayStation 5 has been having trouble keeping their manufacturing costs under, I guess, $450. Keeping profitability in check with that, I think that means that the PlayStation 5 is going to be $500. Or they could be selling it at a loss at $400 and hoping the game's revenue kind of makes up for that lost profit. That's something they can totally do. It's done a lot. And I think the Series X is kind of a similar situation. If the Xbox is somehow lower than that, they just need to come in and say, hey, we got a lower price than PlayStation. Come on our side. And then I think they may actually get a lead over Sony if they clap back with that price. They need to show stuff now, I agree, but when Sony starts showing stuff, they need to just do clap back after clap back after clap back. They can't let Sony go first. I think it's always been a problem that they hold their conferences in the morning before Sony's. They need to wait for Sony to do their thing and then do the clap back and clap back and clap back. I think they know that they need to do this because around the time that PlayStation 5 event happened, they announced the release window of the Series X was going to be Thanksgiving 2020. And I guess we all assumed that, you know, but it was, again, right after the Sony conference. They need to clap back. They need to have clapbacks. I think it shows that they know that. And that's going to be it for this video. Tell me down in the comments below what you think about all this. Do you think that showing the games right now will help the Series X a lot in the console race? Do you think that Sony's not making good decisions right now, or you think they're doing the right thing? And which side are you on right now? Xbox or PlayStation? Tell me down in the comments below. Also, make sure to subscribe, like this video, follow me on Twitter, join the Discord server, turn on notifications. Really awesome if you did. This has been Matt, and I will see you guys in the next video, whatever that's going to be. So yeah.